Hello, Chelsea fans. Welcome back to the Blues Report, and remember to subscribe, then enjoy your news. Let's dive in. Garnacho to Chelsea. A new era begins at Stamford Bridge, London, calling the story of Alejandro Garnacho's blockbuster move to Chelsea. It was a transfer that no one saw coming. When the summer of 2025 began, Alejandro Garnacho was firmly entrenched at Manchester United, seen as one of the club's brightest young stars and a potential future captain. But football is a game of twists, and in a stunning turn of events, Chelsea Football Club, under the guidance of Enzo Maresca and sporting director Lawrence Stewart, pulled off one of the most daring and sensational signings in recent Premier League history. Garnacho to Chelsea. Done deal. Fee agreed. Contract signed. Here we go, as the world-famous transfer insider Fabrizio Romano would say. And so began a new chapter in the story of the Argentine sensation. The makings of a star, born in Madrid but proudly representing Argentina, Garnacho's rise had been meteoric. He first made waves in Manchester United's youth system, dazzling with his pace, audacity, and flair. Comparisons to Cristiano Ronaldo were premature, but not entirely outlandish. He had that same fearless attitude, the step-overs, the eye for goal, and a hunger that made defenders tremble. By the 2023-24 season, he had become a staple in United's starting yins, playing in key fixtures, scoring crucial goals, and becoming a fan favourite at Old Trafford. His overhead kick against Everton had won the FIFA Puskás Award, while his performances in Europe were attracting scouts from all over. But despite his rise, trouble brewed beneath the surface. Tensions between Garnacho and Erik ten Hag's successor began to mount, especially after tactical disagreements, a high-profile social media spat, and the club's disappointing finish in the 2024-25 campaign. As the season ended, whispers began circulating. Chelsea were watching. A blue ambition. Chelsea's master plan. Chelsea's rebuild under Enzo Maresca had entered a critical stage. Having brought in young, dynamic talents like Xavi Simons, Kendry Páez, and Jorel Hato, the Blues were assembling a squad not just for now, but for dominance over the next decade. But they needed stardust. Maresca wanted a winger who could be direct, explosive, and decisive in the final third. Someone who could stretch defenses, cut inside with venom, and shoulder the responsibility of carrying the attack in big games. The scouting reports on Garnacho were glowing. His expected goal contributions, take-ons per 90, and chance creation stats were among the top in Europe for players under 23. But more than the numbers, what convinced Chelsea's board was his mentality. Ruthless, competitive, hungry for the biggest stages. Chelsea opened dialogue with his representatives quietly in early July. Within 2 weeks, things escalated. The negotiations. Tug of war with Manchester United were reluctant. Garnacho was under contract until 2028. His value was immense, not just financially, but symbolically. Chelsea knew they'd have to make a statement offer. $85 million rising to $95 million with add-ons. A club record bid for a winger. And with that, the dam broke. United were stunned. Garnacho, meanwhile, had grown disillusioned. He wanted Champions League football. He wanted to play under a system that suited his style. He wanted London. Talks accelerated. United tried to include a buyback clause, but Chelsea held firm. No strings. Garnacho would be theirs, fully and permanently. By July 28th, medicals were done. On July 29th, Chelsea announced the signing. The unveiling. A king arrives at the bridge. Stamford Bridge was packed for the unveiling. Fans chanted his name even before he stepped onto the pitch in that crisp royal blue kit, number 17 on his back. "I'm here to win," Garnacho said at his first press conference. "This is a club with history, ambition, and the hunger to be at the top. I'm ready to give everything." Maresca, sitting beside him, smiled. "He's fearless. That's what we need." He has the talent, but more importantly, the drive. He's not coming here to be a star. He's coming to build something bigger than himself. The impact was immediate. Garnacho shirts sold out within hours. His Instagram post holding the Chelsea shirt broke a club record for most likes. The football world was officially on notice. Garnacho's debut. A dream start. It didn't take long for him to make headlines on the pitch. His debut came in the Premier League opener against Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge. The roar that greeted his name during the team announcement sent shivers through the stadium. By the 12th minute, he had already nutmegged Matty Cash, cut inside, and forced a save from Emi Martinez. In the 38th minute, it happened. A rapid counter-attack. Enzo Fernandez played a through ball into space. Garnacho sprinted down the left, cut inside, and curled a thunderbolt into the far top corner. The bridge erupted. He ran to the corner flag, sliding on his knees, arms out wide. A new king had arrived. Chelsea's new identity, built around Garnacho. Over the following months, Maresca crafted a system that maximized Garnacho's strengths. Playing in an advanced left-wing role, often interchanging with Simons and Noni Madueke, he had the license to be devastating in transition and clinical in tight spaces. Off the pitch, he embraced the Chelsea culture. He formed a close bond with fellow South Americans like Moises Caicedo and Kendry Páez. He began taking English lessons seriously. He even visited local schools as part of the club's community outreach. His work rate also improved under Maresca. Tracking back, pressing, playing more one-touch combinations. He was maturing, not just as a footballer, but as a leader. By January 2026, Garnacho had 10 goals and 7 assists in 22 appearances. The Champions League nights, shining on the biggest stage. The pinnacle came in Europe. Chelsea's return to the UEFA Champions League was built on the back of Garnacho's brilliance. In a must-win group stage clash against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena, he scored a stunning brace, one from outside the box, another after dribbling past 3 defenders. Even rival fans applauded. Pundits couldn't stop talking. Jamie Carragher called him the most electric winger in the league. Thierry Henry, analyzing for CBS, simply said, "This boy is box office." The future. Legend in the making, Chelsea fans know they have something special. Garnacho isn't just a flashy winger, he's a player who wants to define an era. The plan is clear. Build a team around his explosiveness. Give him the stage. Let him be the face of Chelsea's new project. And Garnacho, he's loving every second. "I came here to make history," he said in a post-match interview after scoring the winning goal against Arsenal. And this is just the beginning. Final thoughts. Garnacho to Chelsea wasn't just a transfer, it was a statement. A club rebuilding from the ashes of inconsistency had just planted its flag in the ground and said, "We're back." With Garnacho leading the line, the Blues are no longer just dreaming about titles, they're hunting them. And for Alejandro Garnacho, the blue of Chelsea suits him just fine.